This is a 21 tooth front sprocket. Okay, that is standard on the 79 Sporty. That down there, 51 tooth rear sprocket. Again, standard on the Sporty, but that's not what's on it. This combination gives you Sportsters don't cruise, but if you can make them plod, and it gives you a plodding speed of about 55 in top. Now this makes perfect sense because the damn thing was made in 79, double nickel. There was I think there was a blanket 55 mile an hour speed limit in America, which was a fuel conservation move. And you know, bloody hell, people complain about environmental legislation these days. Well, imagine having to go thousands of miles across the United States at 55 miles an hour. Where was I? Oh yeah, so what this has got on the back of it is a 41 tooth. And it looks worn out. Well, it's not hooked, but it does look sharp. But they look sharp when you buy them brand new. There's just not space for chunky teeth on the... It's 45 tooth sprocket, 45, sorry. So it's gone down 6 teeth. And that is still the standard 21. Now, this is all right. This gives you 60, 65. Works really well. And I'm happy with that. But obviously these sprockets aren't going to last forever. And I don't know if anybody saw my... That's the X-ring chain that I made a video about. Still haven't used it because it's going on with the standard 51 tooth sprocket on the back, okay, and the X-ring chain, and on the front, this thing, which is 23 teeth. I'm hoping it will give roughly the same effect. And I'm thinking, I know this sounds insane, but we'll find out, maybe bigger sprockets means less vibration. And the only problem with this amazing plan, and I did think this, I'm not actually doing this at the moment, I'm not doing anything with it, I've just taken it apart to see what's possible. It's apart at the moment for a rebore. There's a lead-in time of about 4 or 5 weeks. I always choose an engineering company with a lot of work on it. It tends to say something good about them. So that's fine. That's going to come back rebored. I don't know what oversize though. It's standard at the moment, hence the rebore. There's some real damage to it though, so they might have to take it out a couple of sizes. So the reason why I take this apart, it's all going back together this evening. I don't need it apart. Well, I'll probably, where's it gone? I'll probably clean the chain and re-grease it. It's always easier when it's off the bike. But after that, it'll all go back together. The only problem is this thing here. This is a metal plate. You're looking at the inside of it, and it goes over the sprocket, but behind that brake arm, okay? And what it's for, you'd think it'd be to protect the sprocket, keep your legs, keep your flares out of the sprocket, because bear in mind it's the 70s, so you'd be having some massive goddamn flares, right? Probably A-line with, you know, darts sewn into the... Right. So, but you've already got that. You're looking at the inside of the sprocket cover, and it's got to have that because it's got a kickstart. So that big hole's for the kickstart shaft to go through, which is that. So what does this thing do? Well, the main thing it does, the only thing it does as far as I can work out, is there's a spring that attaches there, and it also attaches to a nubbin there. And that's all it does. That's the reason for that thing's existence. Please tell me answers in the comments if you know different. But yeah, this appears to be the only reason it's there. Now the thing about this is it's stiff as all hell anyway, because I put new bush in and I didn't ream it because I figured it'd wear it eventually. That was 2 years ago. It's still stiff. So I've got used to just hooking it back up, using the brake and then hooking it back up, like changing up gears with your foot. I just do that. So I don't actually need that spring. Hang on. Why is it out of focus? Yes. I don't actually need that spring. So that follows I don't actually need that, because that will not fit. The sprocket will fit in, but once you put the chain on, it will not fit that. I probably should have led with that piece of information. So it's all going back together as it was, but when this chain sprocket kit wears out, I'm going to go for 23 at the front, take that thing off and put it somewhere safe, and the standard 51 at the back. Okay, cheery bye.